Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome once again here to my living room. It's the second week we are live streaming, we are recording our classes so that we can all connect some way or another during this shelter in peace, as one of our teachers calls it. So, very happy to be with you here again. And today I have a flow for us, and it's going to be quite a vigorous flow every now and then. As I was saying the other day, if you join me for the other class, the vinyasa the other day, I was saying that it's always good to set all these emotions in motion when we are stressed, which I am assuming that most of us are. There's again all these loads of information going back and forth. We're going through these great levels of uncertainty. And as human beings, we really love, we feel secure when we are in a place of something we can count on. So basically, that's what kind of increases the levels of stress in our lives. So that's normal, that's natural. We're all dealing with that, but that's why we're here as well, because we want to learn to be back, bring ourselves back to balance, deal with the practice of impermanence. Every now and then we do talk about it in yoga. One of the many parts of the philosophy is the non-attachment. And so situations like this, like we find ourselves right now, based on the spread of the virus, on the spread of information back and forth, we are realizing that we are living day to day with different information every day. So we're trying to practice to be with what is, with what we know here and now. And with that comes also a certain level of letting go of, being with what is. Good. So let's go ahead and begin. We're going to begin here as we're seated. So notice if you're sitting comfortable. It's up to you to maybe get a block or a book, even a blanket, to start noticing what comfortable means to you. And so like everything else that I was talking about, comfortable changes as well. There's nothing that is permanent. So with that awareness of the body here as we sit, we bring the focus onto the breath. And let the breath just be at ease, without any control on the breath. Just let the breath be as natural as it can be. You can decide to keep your eyes closed, or maybe if you prefer to keep them open, find a soft place for your gaze. There's all these muscles on the eyes that we tend to strain a lot, so we also want to begin and find softness around the eyelids, all the muscles around the eyes. And so noticing all the parts of the body, touching, so the sense of the touch, which of course doesn't only come from the hands, which is the most obvious, the most practiced, the most we are aware of. We also know that there's certain parts of our body touching the ground underneath that's supporting. Maybe feeling the air on the skin, touching the surface of the skin. Noticing any muscles, especially around the face, that may be tense. How does that feel? Feel the shoulders. You can even begin to roll your shoulders. And if you see a few circles in one direction, and then a few circles on the opposite direction. Moving side to side. Stay really connecting to something that feels good for you here and now as you begin your practice. Could be some time since you've practiced to connect to the body and to connect to that sensation of how your body feels here and now, especially with all these effects that it has on the body, what's going on the outside of our body. Beautiful. Let's stay here for a few more breaths. Maybe even taking a few more moments for you to connect to whatever intention brought you to the mat. Your intention. Allowing ourselves not to label or judge or think what is right or wrong. Whatever your reason, whatever your motivation, whatever your intention is for you to be here with us today, it's all yours. And therefore, it's what it is. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart. Even though we're not together in the same room, we're together in this same online stream. So let's go ahead and open up with an Om, just one Om, as a way to join once again. Make it more obvious. Take a few moments here. Sorry about that. That's what happens. Mm-hmm. Excellent. So let's all breathe fully out. And then go ahead and inhale for Om. Gently releasing the hands back down onto your lap. Begin to blink your eyes open. Removing whatever we may be sitting on, the block or a blanket, just bring it over to the side and making our way over onto a child's pose. So come to all fours, have the big toes touch, open your knees and drop. Hips down onto the heels, extend your arms long and lower your face, your head down. So let everything get heavy. Feel the head getting heavier, the forehead connecting down to the earth beneath again. Inhale, looking forward to that space in between the hands. And with your exhale, begin to walk your hands over to the right. Maybe the left hand is going to land on top of your right hand and go ahead and lower the forehead back down. Mm-hmm. See, especially the left rib cage can reach lower down towards the earth. Inhale again, just look up to the tip of the finger. Exhale, begin to walk over to the left side. Mm-hmm. Maybe the right hand would land on top of your left and lower the head once again. This time, make a connection to the right upper side of your body, the right rib cage. And see that can draw up a little bit more over, down towards the earth. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release one more time. Looking up in between the hands, palm on up through all fours. Tuck your toes under and sit on your heels. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Interlace your fingers. Go ahead and inhale and arch the back. Stretch your arms forward. Look up. And on the exhale, round your back. Bring your hands back together to the center of the heart. Interlacing fingers. Inhale, arch. Look up. And exhale. Bring it back in. Inhale. And exhale. Once again, inhale. And last time, exhale, round your back, hands to the center of your heart. Beautiful. Bring the hands back down onto all fours. Tap your toes if you need to. Yes. And then pointing the toes this time, go back onto your heels. If it begins to be a little bit too intense, again, you can go. You have your block close by or your book, whatever you may be sitting on, and you can place that right over your heels and sitting. And take a few moments here. Once again, inhaling, arms up and over the head, interlacing the fingers, turning the palms up towards the sky. On the exhale, let's turn and twist over to the left. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turning, twisting over to the right. Keep your navel in, inhale. And exhale to the opposite side. Inhale. Exhale. Excellent. Come back to center. Inhale. Release both hands down. Coming back onto the tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Then reach the right arm up and over the head. Turn, twist over to your right. And on the exhale, lower that right arm round your back under and through over towards the left. Landing on the outer side of your right arm. Reach the left arm up. And reach. You can now point your toes if you prefer to be there, or keep the toes tucked under. Inhale. Exhaling, left hand down, all fours. On your next inhale, it's the left arm that reaches up and back, up toward the sky. Exhaling, round your back, thread your needle. Going all the way over now towards the right side. Line on the outer side of your left shoulder and reach your right arm up. Reach. Noticing where the body starts to open, where it may have some resistance. Reach one more time, inhale. Exhale, right hand down, all fours. Nicely done. Keep the toes tucked under. Let's go on, make our way up to a downward facing dog. And once we get here, just adjust the stance for downward facing dog. On the inhale, we're gonna roll over onto a plank. Exhale, knees down, hips down towards the heels. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, downward dog. With the heels down towards the earth. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down, hips down. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's continue with your own breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, at your own pace. On your exhale, you come back to downward facing dog. Now we'll do one more. Inhale. Exhale. That's the same exhale. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Hold it here. Downward dog. And walk your dog. Bend one knee. And bend the other. Hips with you side to side. Find a little bit of a rotation from the waist down. Come back to center. Downward facing dog. Just take a look toward your hands and expand all that space in between the fingers. Your rib cage. Nicely. On the inhale, look forward. Just go ahead and bend the knees slightly, coming onto the ball of the feet. And slowly we're going to walk one step at a time towards the top of the mat. We're taking our time here, letting the body know it's going to start moving more and more to the flow of the breath. Bring your hands into your shins. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Head comes all the way down. And one last time, hands to shins. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And this time we're going to go all the way up to standing. Reach the arms all the way up and over the head. Palms maybe touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. And mountain pose. Take a moment here on your mountain. Maybe big toes are touching or your feet are parallel to one another. The idea is to feel the four corners of the soles of the feet, supporting you, grounding. You're going to reach the arms up and over the head. And go exhale, forward, out and down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, listen, hands touch down. We're going to step the right foot back, coming onto a high lunge. Inhale, arms up and over the head. Exhale, both hands down. Same exhale, step the left foot back. Hold it. And on your exhale, knees down, point your toes. Let's make it all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, crawl to your back toes under child's pose. Push to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll over onto a plank. Exhale, knees down. Chest and chin touch the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Nicely done. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhaling, step the left foot forward in between the hands. High lunge, inhale. Exhale, both hands down. We're going to step the right foot forward on the same exhale. Inhale, halfway so. Exhale, forward fold. Coming all the way back up to standing, grounding, strong rooted leg. Exhale, Samastiti. Mountain pose. Let's go for the second side. Inhale, arms up and over the head. Exhale, forward, out, and down. Lengthen on the inhale. Remember, second side, exhale, hands down. We're going to step the left foot back. Adjust for your stance on crescent lunge. Reach your arms up and over the head. Exhale, both hands down. Same exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale here. Exhale, knees down. Come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Or up dog, just one of those you choose. Roll over your toes for downward dog. Nicely done. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knee, chest, and chin touch the earth. Inhale, up dog. Or cobra if you prefer. Roll over your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg up and back. Exhale, look forward. Step the right foot in between your thumbs. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale, both hands down. Same exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Coming back to standing, inhaling, reach the arms up and over the head. Exhale, mountain. Come back to your center, come back to your mountain. That center line of stillness, of balance, to that quiet place within you. Open up your eyes if your eyes were closed, and let's reach the arms back up and over the head. Exhale, forward, out, and down. Lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, touch. We're going to take 2 big steps back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg up and back. We're going to move with the breath. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, arms up and over your head. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, going to turn, twist over to the right and hook the left arm to the outer side of your right leg. For one breath here, Shoulder blades together, inhale. Exhale, both hands down to either side of your right foot. And let's step the right foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step left foot forward. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take here one breath. Inhale. Exhale, turn, twist over to your left. Hook the right arm to the outer side of your leg. Find a nice, good place for the neck. Connect to that lower navel and all the insides of your body coming over with you. Inhale. Exhale, both hands down. Step the left foot back. Lower through chaturanga. If you do that, I'm not doing that. I'm hurt on my shoulders. Or hold it on plank. And come all the way back up to downward facing dog. Nicely done. Let's keep adding to that. Inhaling, right leg up and back. Exhaling, left foot forward. Inhale, arms up and over the head. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, turn, twist, hook. One breath. Inhale. And slowly we're going to transition over onto a warrior three. Nicely done. Hold it here. Take your time. Inhale. Slowly on the exhale, bend the standing leg. Lower onto a warrior two. And adjust your stance here, maybe heel to heel. Arms open wide. Nicely done. Let's turn the right palm up, inhale. And on the exhale, we're gonna reverse. Find your half bind or full bind. Inhale. Exhale, extend that side angle. With the right forearm onto your thigh or the right hand down. Nice. Inhale. Exhale fully here. Your next inhale, come back up. Straighten your right leg. Now we're going to adjust the stance for a triangle. Inhale. Exhale, push your right hip back. Lengthen and bend over to your right, right arm down, left arm up. For one full breath. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your left hand over onto your hip. Turn your gaze down, half moon. So, I'm going to take my block. It could be that this is a place where you may want to use your block or your book or just the earth. So the right hand we land and then slowly we take off. If you're using your block, decide which setting. It can be the low one, the middle one, or the tall one. Trying to stack the hips. Reach the left arm up and over your head. Nicely done. Inhale. And then slowly start bending that standing leg. Lower the left foot down. Both hands down. Begin to walk your hands in between your legs. And align here, both hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as you come down, crown of the head down towards the earth. Press through the tip of the fingers. Inhale, lengthen, stretch your legs. Exhale, forward fold. This time the legs stay straight and stretch. Just to the best of your ability. Maybe you're going to walk your hands through the legs. Drop the crown of the head down towards the earth. Expand and widen your shoulder blades. Walking the hands back under the shoulders. Inhale, look forward. And on the exhale, start walking the hands over towards the left foot. Yes. Reaching the left leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Let's exhale and step the left foot forward in between the hands. Inhale. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, turn, twist over to your left. Hooking the right arm to the outer side. And stay here. One more breath. Inhale, strong, strong. Right side. Exhale. And come back to center. Inhale here. On the exhale, make it over to a warrior three. Gonna hold it here. Keep reaching. Use your time here. Connect to that lower navel. Inhale. And slowly. That happens. So you're gonna lower down to transition over onto a warrior two. Inhaling, arms wide. Hold it here, open all that space in between the shoulders, turn the gaze over to the left tip of the fingers. Let's inhale, turn the left palm up, and exhale, go for your reverse fold. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Yeah, your left arm can rest on your left thigh, or you can lower, and then keep stretching that right arm long. Nicely done. Fully exhaling here. Look down, inhale, come up, straighten your left leg, and adjust your stance for triangle. Inhale, exhale, push your left hip back. Slowly left arm down, right arm up. Now the gaze can follow up towards the skies as long as the neck for you feels safe. If it feels restrained or tense, find a good place for your neck. Nicely done. Inhale. Exhale, right hand over to the hip. Look down. Slowly making a transition over onto a half moon. On your block. On the earth. Begin to take off. Left leg up. Maybe the right arm up towards the skies. And begin to balance the weight that left leg is going to pull in from the hip. Allow yourself to take a moment there. Lower both hands down. Lower right foot down. Walk your hands in between your legs again. And realign the feet so that we're kind of on the same line. The heels are lightly out. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, look forward. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers. Again, inhale, lengthen, pull the hands away from the heart. And on your exhale, forward and down. Head down. And stay here. Notice the breath. Notice the impermanence of things. How is that manifesting here in your body today? How do you feel about that? Yeah. Releasing both hands down. Let's begin to walk the hands over towards the right foot. Turn the right toes forward. And step the right foot back to downward facing dog. Rolling onto a plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or hold it on your plank and reach the hips back. You decide. And then we all meet back up on downward facing dog. Nicely done. We're going to do a few lion's breaths. Keep working with the breath in this situation. Always the breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, take the tongue out and reach the eyes up. One more inhale, nose. Exhale. And one last one, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. All right. We're going to lower both knees down, hips down for child's pose. Arms stretch long up and over the head, or you can also now bring them to the sides. Have your knees together for a change. To just hear now the breath, the sensations in the inner body. Knowing that even if we feel uncomfortable, that's also something that we practice. We know that shall pass. Let's look forward. Bring both hands back down. Walk the hands to the top of the mat. Tuck the toes under and make your way back up to downward facing dog. Nicely done. Inhaling right leg up and back. Go ahead and stack your hips this time and bend the knee. Hold it there, point the toes. Try to level your shoulders. Hold it there, reaching as much as you can with the right knee up, up, up towards the sky. Keep getting a sensation that you're leveling your shoulders. Let's come back to a three-legged dog, trying to square your hips here. Reach the right heel up. Come onto the ball of the foot on your left foot. Inhale. And on the exhale, let's step right foot forward. We're going to turn pivot the left heel down and bring the right foot a little bit over to the right. Not too much for warrior one. Reaching the arms up and over the head. Nicely done. Stay here, connect to the outer side of your left foot. Reaching down towards the earth on the inhale. And on the exhale, lean forward. The arms follow forward and back and down. Inhaling, arms up and over the head. Exhale. One more time. And one more time. Inhale, arms up and over the head. Exhale, arms forward, down, behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Nicely done. Inhale, reach the chest up, gaze up, and exhale, moving on to a humble warrior. So leaning over into the inner side of your right thigh. Let the head drop. Allow your shoulder blades to come close together. Just soften on the elbows if you can feel that. Certain places you're softening. Certain places your legs are like your rock, holding you here. Nice. Gonna release both hands down to the inner side of the right foot. Walk the right foot over to the edge of your mat. Look forward, inhale. And on the exhale, slowly step the left foot forward, coming down onto Malasana. Yeah? So Malasana, yoga squat. Arms in between the legs. So notice what you can feel here. If you can feel the four corners of the sole of the foot reaching down. If the heels are not down, you can sit on your block. Take a few moments here, just trying to notice the body, what's okay for the body to be here. Now, whichever way we're sitting, we're gonna hug the arms. Gonna lower the right hand to the outer side of the right knee. Gently pressing that, let's go ahead and turn, twist over to the left and reach the left arm up towards the sky. Keep opening the collarbones, push that right shoulder blade back. Inhale. Gently on the exhale, lower the left hand down to the outer side or just in front of your foot. Bring the right hand over to your heart. On the inhale, let's turn and twist over to the right. And then reach the right arm out towards the sky. Feel how you're gonna open from your collarbones. At the same time, you're widening your shoulder blades. How does that feel? Inhale and exhale. Bring your right hand down. Beautiful. With both hands down, I'm just gonna turn over towards the top of the mat. Go ahead and come onto a forward fold. Wiggle the feet back together. Forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the spine, and look forward. Exhale, forward fold, both hands down, 2 big steps back to downward facing dog. Nicely done. Second side. Inhale, right left leg up and back. Listen on the exhale, stack your hips, bend your knee, point your toes, and begin to level your shoulders. Just to the best of your ability, you can come onto the ball of the foot on the right foot. Trying to reach that left knee high up, opening the hips. Nicely done. And your next inhale, come onto a three-legged dog. Square your hips, reach left heel. Inhale, look forward. On the exhale, gonna step the left foot forward. Turn, pivot your right heel down. Wiggle your left feet over to the edge of your mat, not that far. Inhaling, warrior two. Bend that front knee. Inhale, exhale, forward, arms follow, and back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Warrior one. Exhale. All the way back. Interlacing the fingers here behind the back. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Lengthen. So push the left hip back and go into the inner side of your left thigh. Reaching. Begin to soft. Beautiful. Inhale. Look forward. Exhale, we're going to lower both hands down to the inner side of the left foot and wiggle the left foot over to the edge of the mat. Inhale. On the exhale, slowly step the right foot forward. Come back onto Malasana. Take a few moments here. Hope you're warm because I am. Arms in between. You have rolled your blanket under your heels if that's necessary, or sitting on your block. All right. This time, same thing, but let's start on the left side. Left hand down, right arm up. Inhale. This time, maybe you're going to go for a half bind, maybe for a full bind. And keep finding, looking forward to just feeling the four corners of the soles of the feet. Inhale here. Exhale, both hands down. Keep the right hand down. Inhale, turn, twist, reach. Exhale, half bind. Stay there or go for a full bind. Feel the inner rotation of the shoulder and reach back. Let go of your left hand. Find special grounding on the soles of the feet. Couple of breaths more. Nicely done. Inhale, let go. Exhale, left hand down. Both hands down. Nicely done. Working over. Let's see. You're facing probably this side of your mat. So turning over towards the right. Go ahead and lower both knees down through all fours. Just transition over onto a child's pose. Come all the way down. Decide if your child's pose is going to be with the knees apart or the knees together. Nicely done. Knees together. I like to have the arms on the sides, just letting go, going inwards. Reconnecting to that apparent quiet place within us that we're all reaching towards. Nicely done. We're going to roll our way up onto a sit. Yes. Walk the hands forward. Come all the way over onto your belly. Make your own transition to get there. There you go. Keep your hands somewhere right by your chest. Press both feet down for cobra. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. One more time. Inhale. Keep those elbows back. And exhale down. One more time. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. And this time, come up. Inhale. Listen, on your exhale, turn over to your right. Look over your shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, come down. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Turn, twist over to the left. Look back toward the toes. And come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, come back down. Stack your hands. One hand on top of the other. Rest your forehead. Gonna bring the toes to touch. Long hands. Release your arms over to the sides and interlace the fingers. Drop your head down. Bring the chin back to center. And start by pulling your hands away from your shoulders as far as you can go. Then lift everything else. Legs, chest, shoulders. Just look forward without straining the neck. Keep breathing. How is it to breathe here? I know, all the organs are dropping down and stopped by the earth right under us. So of course it's gotta be more constrained. So find your place to an ease. That's the goal in every single challenge. We're finding the place where we can deal with it, where we can be present. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll back down. Rest on one of your cheeks. And then wiggle your hips from side to side. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And let it all out. Turn over onto the opposite cheek. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And let it all out. Come back to center. Beautiful. For Sphinx. We're on Sphinx. So the forearms are parallel to one another. Shoulders just a little bit behind the elbows. And we're going to tuck the toes under here. And strong on your legs. Press the pubic bone down for a moment. Pull the navel in. Begin to notice where you feel more support on your forearms. Widening the shoulder blades. Connect to the lower navel and come up onto, yes, a forearm plank. Beautiful. Lengthen the back of your neck. Look forward. You may want to level a little bit more. The heels right over the ball of the feet. Pull the navel in. Pull your ribcage in. Widen your shoulder blades. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Again, slowly drop. Point your toes. Stack your hands, maybe the other hand now on top of the one that was on the bottom, and take a moment. And wiggle your hips. Hands down, child's pose. One more time, extended or knees together. If you're an extended side angle or if your arms are long up and over your head, I invite you to bend your elbows, bring the hands onto prayer pose behind your head. Touch the back of your neck with your thumbs. Work your elbows further away from your shoulders. And then a little bit further away, as long as you keep your hips reaching down towards the heels. Press. A super active child's pose. In the presence of the breath, of the conscious breath. You can lower both hands down. Just lift your head so you can see the tip of your fingers and begin to walk the hands in toward the knees. Bring the knees together and come onto a sit. Perfect. From your seat here, now lean over to the side and swing the legs forward. Yes. So again, I didn't, I don't have my blanket close by, but I'm going to take a pillow. So the pillow may be a little bit too high. If it's a little bit too high also for you, you can always come up closer, the same bones closer to the edge. We're mostly stabilizing the pelvis here. Keep the legs long for Tadasana. And both hands, Dandasana. Yeah, Dandasana is the seated, like the mountain pose of the seated poses. The arms over to the sides, lengthen the spine, then connect. You're going to pull the pelvic floor in and up, and you're going to pull the navel in and keep breathing. At the same time, you soften the shoulders, soften the gaze. Find a steady point for the gaze. Having everything settled back into a more regular pace of the breath. Very nice. All right. So keeping the legs straight or the knees bent. So you decide. I'm going to move over onto I'm going to remove the. We're going to move over onto a reverse tabletop. Bring the hands behind the hips, with the fingers pointing toward the toes, or maybe over to the sides, depending how your wrists are doing today, right? So we're practicing the kindness as well in every single moment, being true to what feels right for the body. Press the heels, the hips down, connect to your navel, pull it in, and slowly reach the hips up. Gaze up, toes down, your shoulders away from the ears. Maybe you're going to drop your head back, as long as you can breathe in fluidly, or look up. Let's do a couple of breaths more. And slowly gaze, start reaching down towards the toes. Begin to lower your hips back down. Nicely done. Ooh, shake your wrists. Give them a little love here. Now bend the knees. Give yourself a hug. Hover the feet as you hug yourself. Rounding your back. Look up from here. Hold your legs right under the knees and start reaching the feet up. Maybe a little bit higher. Maybe a little bit higher. Notice what happens with the lumbar spine. Can we still keep it in its natural curve? So the feet are not going to be the most important here. There's no end goal. Even if there was, I would say it would be the connection to the back so that we keep it long, not rounding, because that's what, there's going to be a tendency for that to happen. So even if we need to bend the knees a lot, how much longer are we going to be here? Good. Inhale. And slowly on the exhale, we're going to start rolling down. Roll down, roll down. Now you can start rounding your spine. That would be totally okay. Reach through the heels. Super, super strong. Again, the navel in. You're going to make your way down at your own pace. Put yourself back onto your mat. Take a moment. Shavasana. We're pausing on Shavasana, letting it all go. Just like we do on mountain pose, Tadasana. Just like we do on Tadasana, Dandasana. Then we're in Shavasana. Begin to find the similarities of those places. How can we use even this one moment of practice in Shavasana to bring it with us beyond the mat? That is a question, right? So we're going to go ahead and bend the knees. Of course, if your headband is on the way, just go ahead and bring it over to the side. Nice. So you're feeling your body. Can you sense if your thighs and your legs are like hip width distance apart, more or less? It's just a sensation. Try to have the heels further out than the toes. Yeah, and walk the heels over towards the sitting bones. Again, trying to find, especially from the outer side of the feet, feel from there onto the four corners of the feet. Let the pelvis press heavy down. Gonna interlace the fingers behind the head. Nicely done. Arch the back, shoulders and elbows down, look up. On the exhale, round your back. Bring your elbows together, chin to chest. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Elbows together. Inhale, arch. This time on the exhale, go over to the right elbow towards the left knee, lifting the left knee. And when you lower, arch the back, elbows down, shoulders down. Exhaling, left leg, right knee, left elbow. Inhale. And exhale. Round, round a lot. One more inhale. Take your time. Let the whole breath be the one that happens, for sure. Inhale. We'll do 2 more rounds on each side. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more round, each side. Exhale. Last one. Beautiful. Come back. Low. Release the arms to the sides. Soften. Just let the pelvis drop. Notice what you may be feeling. Whatever else is getting longer. Nicely long. So we'll do bridge. Same thing. Try to reach the heels close to the sitting bones. Keep the thighs parallel to one another with some space in between the thighs. Turn the pinky finger of the arm down towards the earth and then press the whole arm from the shoulder all the way down to the tip of the pinky fingers, and then begin to reach the hips up and the chest up, all the way up. Thighs high, 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 high up. The thighs as if somebody's pulling your thighs out towards the sky. Now you are going to interlace the fingers behind your back. And the hands walk as far away from the shoulders as it's available to you. Keep reaching high. More and more space behind the neck. And feel how the back of your shoulders is really strong, supporting you here. Let's do one more inhale. Release the arms up and over the head. Lift your heels up. Inhale. And slowly begin to roll back down. Just roll one vertebrae at a time, all the way down towards the earth. And the arms follow down, and the heels come down again. Take a moment, heels together, feet apart. Feet all the way over to the edges of your mat. And let your knees, the inner thighs, drop toward one another. Really learning also to let go completely as you transition from one place onto the other. Nice. Separating the knees again. One more bridge. Walking the heels in toward the hips. Turn the heels lightly out, further away than the toes. Sense that. Outer side of the pinky finger, shoulders down. When you're ready, let's begin by dropping the pelvis. Connect to the lower navel and then push the hips up. Up, thighs up, 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 up. Interlacing your fingers. Yeah. There you go. Reach the thighs up. Nicely done. Can you keep breathing here? Notice what happens to the breath. Don't let it go. Or let that be your guide. If that's gone, try to make it back. Or release. Arms up and over the head. And begin to roll down. One vertebrae at a time. See how much of your body you're beginning to notice. Lower the arms down and lower the heels back down. Beautiful. Once again, the knees touch. Wiggle the feet over to the edges of your mat. And this time we're going to windshield wiper the feet from side to side. And then come back to center. Gonna bring the feet together. Pull the knees in towards the heart. One at a time. And give yourself a hug. You're really pressing those thighs in towards the belly. Chin up. Round your back. And swing from side to side. Make your way back to center. Roll back down. Yes. lower both feet down. I'm going to turn over so you can see me from here. Great. Gonna bend the right knee in towards the heart. Keep your left leg long. And go ahead with your strap. Place a strap around the right sole of the foot, or hook your toes, the P fingers to the right big toe. And let's reach that right leg up and back. If you don't have a strap or you can't hook, no problem. Gonna hold your leg, maybe interlacing the fingers behind your leg. Nice. So either way from here, you wanna let go your left hand, keep your left hand on your hip. Gonna turn the toe. So basically the whole leg is turning over to the right before we go all the way down. Inhale here. And then on the exhale, let that right leg reach over to the right. Maybe not too far. Let's keep the left hip down. Maybe hold it here. Or use your block to land on your block. Turning your chin over to the left. Opening your left arm wide. Now let's press intentionally the left hip back down as we bring the right leg up. Chin back to center. Holding the left both hands. Go ahead and reach your nose up towards your knee. Roll back down, release. Arms down, right leg down. Slow. Really slow. There you go. Have that touch first, feel your right side from the left side. Often I see people right away, but there's no rush. We want to notice. This is the opportunity to really connect to the body. The body works even better when we have that awareness of the mind and the body and the breath, right? So slowly bend that left knee, give it a hug. And so decide if you do have a strap, you're going to use your strap placing it outside of the sole of the foot. If you don't have a strap, you're probably going to hold your leg and stretch your left leg up and go. Maybe you're going to hook the P fingers on your left hand to the big left toes. Either way, unless we're holding with both hands, let's have the right hand over onto the thigh, onto the hip. Now let's all turn the whole leg, rotating the left leg over to the left. So you'll see how the left toe starts turning over to the left. And pressing the right hip down, let's lower the leg over to the left. Nice. We're only going to go so far, as long as we can keep the right hip down. Don't force it. Let your body tell you how far it's going today. And then try to accept that. So many things that we want to go ahead and control. Is that even possible? What would happen if we kind of explore how it would be just to let it happen, whatever needs to happen? Bring the chin back to center. Slowly press the right hip down as the left leg comes back up. Both hands hold, nose to knee. Nicely done. Look up, inhale, and release. Roll down and let the left leg make its way down. Slowly. Let it land. Feel it when it touches. Shavasana. Just take a moment and feel. Adjust your Shavasana so that you can loosen up, soften wherever you need to soften. Yes, we're going to bend both knees. Yeah. And then I'm scooching myself, making my way back onto my mat. If you were outside also, make your way back. We're closing our practice, right? So notice how the sacrum is flat. We're doing one more thing. So if you do have your blog or your books, I love this. And I think I'm putting it on my practices in my classes lately quite often. It's a more restorative side of a fish pose. So we're going to place the block or the book or your blanket that maybe you're rolling You're gonna place it somewhere right under the upper back. So it's not all the way up in between the shoulder blades. It's right by the lower edge of the shoulder blades. Yeah. So check that out as you roll down. See how that feels. And then you're gonna let your head drop. Now, if this feels like too much for the head, like if you feel you're falling down a precipice, use your blanket or your towel or another block and have your head rest there. Now, the setting could also be higher up if you feel today that feels really good. At this point, we want to be right there where things feel good. Let the head drop again. Yes. You're gonna let all this area we're softening. Let the shoulders drop, arms drop, or cactus. You can keep your knees bent or stretch your legs long. And we'll be here. Do nothing. Absolutely nothing. The breath is taking care of itself. The body is taking care of itself. So just like any other challenge, we'll go through different phases. Maybe as we come into this posture, it may not feel totally comfortable, but you start adapting yourself, adjusting until you find that phase of ease. And you enjoy it. Allow yourself to feel good where it feels good without getting attached. Because as we know, everything is impermanent. So even that feels so good, eventually it is going to change. Excellent. So you're going to go ahead and bend both knees. Slowly, we're going to roll over to the side and remove the block. Roll back down onto your back and remove, or keep your blanket if you prefer. Take a moment there. Yes, feel that. Could those be the effects of the not doing, not controlling, just accepting what is? Now go ahead and lift your feet up. Have your knees together. Bring the arms again onto a cactus pose, or if you have the space, open your arms wide on a T position. Press the pelvis down, round the tailbone, inhale, and on the exhale, twisting from the hip down, take your legs all the way over to your left. Keep the chin over to the right. See, both shoulders are down. Maybe they're not, no worries. Just the awareness of the shoulders dropping down towards the earth. Maybe more than enough. Connect to your core right under the navel, and then slowly start bringing the legs back to center and turn your face back up towards the skies. Realign whatever you need to do here to lengthen the spine, lengthen the tailbone. Inhale, and on the exhale, slowly go ahead and turn from the waist down, legs over to your right, and chin over to your left. And connect to your navel once again, that lower navel. Begin to make your way back. There you go. Lengthen the spine. Drop your legs. Give yourself a hug. Sway from side to side. And make your way over onto Shavasana. So once again, you're home, so it's such a great place to have all sorts of props that support your practice, especially for Shavasana. So if you do have a blanket with you, cover yourself with your blanket. Find the warmth of your blanket. If you have a cushion or you prefer to use your blanket rolled under the knees, go ahead and do that. You stretch your legs long. You bring your arms over to the sides with the palms facing up. And have the gaze up towards the sky. And close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. It's all about your experience. It's all about you connecting what feels right for you right here, right now. Eyes closed or gaze soft. And begin to get heavy. Noticing, just observing the breath, how itself comes back home to a place of ease. A place where you feel safe. Even in these times of great challenge. This place of stillness, this place of awareness, of balance, but it's always within us. In the silence, in the stillness of Shavasana, you get to be, not to do, just be here. Trusting how letting go is okay. And so once again, I'm gonna leave you here in Shavasana. Please go ahead and stay for as long as you can, for as long as you wish, letting yourself be taken more and more by the gravity so that you go into this deep yoga relaxation for the benefit of your nervous system. And when the nervous system is balanced, it has a positive effect on the heart, the immune system, all what we all need right now to support one another and to be healthy and strong. So please do stay here as much as you want. I'm just going to bring my hands together in front of the heart. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.